What a scam this is, ladies and gentlemen. What a scam. Everywhere you look, the more deeper you dig, you just find a scam out of every allocation there was from USAID to every country that they sent the money to. There was some scam or the other. This scam that we are getting you of the USAID is about a person who complained the loudest. Yunus was one of the biggest complainers of why USAID was choked. And if you're wondering why Yunus complained about why USAID stopped funding Bangladesh, here's the reason. USAID for many years directly funded Muhammad Yunus. Directly funded Muhammad Yunus, and we have proof of that. We went through the documents, we went through the sheets, the long Excel sheets of where the money went, and we found this very, very interesting number. USAID, since the year 2002, has sent nearly $5 million to just one firm linked to Muhammad Yunus, who's the head of Bangladesh right now. 5 million. In today's money, 5 million is nearly 45 crore rupees, and that is just one of the payments that went. The activity, believe it or not, the activity listed by USAID, the reason why they gave him the $5 million was for improved performance of the energy sector. There is an enterprise called Grameen Shakti. Grameen Shakti is founded by Muhammad Yunus, and the deep state funded him for years. And this is just one of the many, many fundings that went to Grameen. I want to go across to Salahuddin Chowdhury, also joining us on the broadcast. Salahuddin, you look at these numbers, I'm not surprised, but I'm sure there's more to come, and explains why he complained the loudest when USAID was choked.
Thank you very much. Actually, first of all, I'd like to congratulate Mr. Arnab Goswami, who has many months ago has exposed this USAID scam related to USAID. And now, as you mentioned, Grameen Shakti. Grameen Shakti is a family enterprise of Yunus, and he has not only received money from 4.7 million from Grameen Shakti, he has also been receiving millions of dollars for another company, Grameen America. And you will also know, and you know it, that as you have already mentioned, that Republic World will soon come up with more stories about Yunus and the USAID and deep state. And one more information I'd like to share with you, that Yunus has not only swindled money from USAID, he has also swindled money from Norwegian government, $100 million. He transferred from Grameen Bank to Grameen Shakti. I have all the documentary evidences with me. So this is a big scam. And being rattled through the expose of the Republic World, Yunus has engaged some propagandists. And just yesterday, the executive director of the Transparency International Bangladesh, Mr. Iftikhar Zaman, who is a friend of Muhammad Yunus, he said Donald Trump is a liar, and Donald Trump's lie about the US $29 million given to Bangladesh. Now, I'd like to humbly request the US President and his administration through the Republic World now to expose Yunus absolutely and fully. US President is not a liar. Yunus is a liar. He's a swindler. He's a fraud. And he must be exposed to the whole world. And my profound gratitude and thanks to the Republic World for, first of all, breaking this story, the exclusive story about this USAID funding to the Grameen Shakti.
Let me tell you one more bit of interesting, detail that I pulled out. I was looking at all the companies, and we looked at it, in detail. Our teams were looking at the Excel sheets, right? All the details of when the money came in, how much, what the obligation was, why that money was paid. This is very, very, very interesting, Salahuddin Chowdhury. I want to break that next up. Let me break that information. Look at these numbers. They didn't just fund Yunus. Just interestingly, exactly 2 years before Yunus came to power, USAID funded BBC World Trust in Bangladesh. BBC World Trust in Bangladesh got $6.2 million. There's a picture of Yunus with Soros. We'll put that picture out as well, because that tells you the full story. Today you see the pictures. We'll put the picture of Soros, George Soros' son, meeting Muhammad Yunus a few days back, and then it all fits in place. With the graphic, you get an idea of why that money was coming in, where that money was going. Money comes to Yunus from USAID. He's directly funded by the deep state. Money goes to George Soros' groups, nearly 260 million. George Soros' groups openly supporting Muhammad Yunus. And there's money to BBC because they need surround sound. You see, Salahuddin Chowdhury, they need surround sound. BBC World Trust was paid $6.2 million, and the activity listed by USAID to give BBC World Trust in Bangladesh was People to People Reconciliation Fund. I don't know what that means. People to People Reconciliation Fund was what was the excuse to give these millions to the Bangladesh government. And interesting timing between 2021 to 2024. They were building up, you see, they were building up this anti-Sheikh Hasina, anti-India rhetoric. You go back and look at all the BBC Bangladesh articles and there you go.
And also, you have not mentioned maybe the BBC and the other recipients of the USAID funding, they were also running anti-Hindu propaganda in this country. And you know that from the August 5th until today, when Yunus has been continuing cruel atrocities on Hindus, Christians, and religious minorities, BBC is one of those broadcast propaganda networks which has been whitewashing, stating there is no persecution of Hindus. And I would like to humbly request Republic World also to now expose the connections between Yunus and the OCCRP and other recipients of the USAID funding. So it's a big conspiracy. American money has been, American taxpayers' dollars has been spent in Bangladesh for empowering Islamists and jihadis and enemies of Hindus and Christians. I mean, and again, once again, congratulations to you, to Republic World, for breaking this story about Grameen Shakti. And really, I, as a journalist, I'm looking forward to more exposures and further details. I mean, this is very dangerous, very, very dangerous.
Okay, yeah. The expose will continue. I mean, there's a story in every money, every little fund that came in, and we are looking at that closely. Thank you very much, Salahuddin Chowdhury, for joining us on the broadcast. Moving on to the other big exclusive story. The scam armies. Was there a scam? Yes. How big was the scam? We are just finding out. The CAG report that was tabled by the new BJP government in Delhi tells you a lot about what was going wrong under the Kejriwal government. And there is one aspect of it which we put out, which was the liquor scam. Liquor scam. Now, was there a scam during COVID as well? And these are some details we're picking up. Details of where the money went, one by one. We're giving you the details on your screen. Now, this is what the CAG report says. It says that funds from the central government to Delhi was nearly 788 crore rupees. And the funds utilized by the Delhi government was just around 585. And the same Arvind Kejriwal, the same Aam Aadmi Party, for the last few years, have been complaining that there was no money, there was no money, there was no money. But the CAG report puts out the numbers, the figures of how much money came in and where it was utilized or not utilized. Let's put out some more figures that we have on the show this evening, one by one, and we'll go across to our correspondent and get you the different reactions that is coming in. And let's go across, to the other aspect that we found out in this report, the special budget for hospital beds. What the Aam Aadmi Party promised is that there would be an addition of 32,000 beds that would be set up in Delhi. But the Aam Aadmi Party government over the last almost 12 years set up only 1357 beds. That is only 4.4% of the budget, underutilized, over-promise, under-delivery. Promised addition of 32,000 beds, but eventually ended up giving just 1357 beds. And that is why we will play out also what the Chief Minister of Delhi has said, what the Speaker has said, because there has been a big fight through the day, not just on the liquor scam, but even on what is now being looked at as the AAP health scam. On the Mohalla clinic as well, there are several scams that are being unearthed. We'll put out all the graphics that we have of the medical scam. And we have, let's go across to our newsroom as well. This is the health sector. This is what the CAG report says. In the health sector, 50 to 74% shortage of doctors. in the health sector. 73 to 96% shortage of nursing staff in the last 12 years. 17 to 62% shortage of paramedic staff in the last 12 years. Was there a scam in the health sector as well? These are some of the details from the CAG report that I have accessed. Once again, going through some of the big numbers that I have. Look at this, ICU services available in hospitals. This is 14 out of 27 hospitals. Only 14 out of 27 hospitals had ICU services. Oxygen services are missing in at least 8 hospitals in Delhi, especially after COVID. What a big debate there was. And even now, this is the state. Mortuary services missing in 15 hospitals. That's the number. There are more details. Ambulance services missing in 12 hospitals. All of this captured in the CAG report. Over the years, this is the CAG report that the Aam Aadmi Party governments hid from the people of Delhi. Soumya is joining us from the newsroom live. Soumya, there's a liquor scam. There is a health scam. We knew, of course, there was something wrong in the medical infrastructure and the way they were carrying out infrastructure development, especially in Delhi's medical sector. But this is why it appears they didn't want to ever table the CAG report.
Yes, well, this was one of the issues that has been highlighted by the LG several times, even during the build-up to the elections in the national capital, why these crucial CAG reports are not being tabled. And this was one of the issues that was picked by the opposition parties, be it BJP, then in AAP's tenure, or Congress, during the build-up to the elections, assembly elections in the national capital, why these crucial CAG reports are not being mentioned or tabled during in the assembly sessions, and which apparently alleged irregularities in terms of financial mismanagement by the Aam Aadmi Party. Three major CAG reports that have been at the center of controversy as far as mismanagement in terms of financial mismanagement in terms of finances by the Aam Aadmi Party is concerned. One of them being the liquor policy scam. Then we had Six Flags staff road bungalow of the former Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal. And now we have this health infrastructure report as well.
There's a liquor scam and then there's a health scam. Thank you for joining us with those inputs, Soumya. All right, I'm getting in some breaking news right now. Big breaking news. Will Arvind Kejriwal, who just lost the Delhi elections, lost the government, will he also now lose his party in Punjab? Congress saying that Kejriwal will join Rajya Sabha now. He'll take the Rajya Sabha route. Congress saying Kejriwal could be losing even his Punjab party now. Over 30 Aam Aadmi Party MLAs, all set to join Congress is what Congress has declared. For the last few days, Pratap Singh Bajwa has been saying, and we'll add more details of what he has said on the plates. He has said Kejriwal will join Rajya Sabha and there are at least 30 MLAs of the Aam Aadmi Party in Punjab, where Bhagwant Mann is the Chief Minister. They could be joining the Congress is what they have declared. He's out of power in Delhi. Will he take the Rajya Sabha route?